Hey everybody, I'm back. Just gonna do a lot of parts here. So last time we were doing Mystery Room and we connected the Destroy Object Nodon to the Fancy Object Nodon so that we could destroy the crate, basically. Anyways, let's go back to our boy and read his dialogue. Next up, we'll work on the part that makes the crate break when the player punches it. First, we need a way to check whether the punch is actually hitting the crate. We need a touch sensor. So we need to call up the sensor, touch object sensor, and put him further away. Open up his settings, and then the connection point. We need Z plus on the own, and Z minus in the target. Please close the settings. To check what? Put that under crate. Close those settings, and then connect it to the person node. As you apply pressure to the crate, it warps and creaks under the strain. You could break it, given enough force. Neat. Checking if there's a crate in front of the player. Now we need to check whether the player is throwing a punch. It was Y to press punch, right? So you need Y, so we need a button Y node on. You gaze intently at your fist, suspecting that you might, in fact, have the strength to smash the crate to pieces. Hey, I'll tell you whenever Y is being pressed. That's any time you throw a punch. Once the signal is output from both the touch sensor and the button node on, that's when the button is being pressed. Oh, an and node on, okay. Okay, we need to link the touch sensor to the first input, the button to the Y, and then connect them together. So, crate in front of the player, player punching crate. Right. When those two conditions are fulfilled, I'll send a signal to our dear Destroy Object Nodon here. Now, when you punch the crate, it should actually break. Give it a good wallop for me, would you? Press Y to punch the crate. And with one punch, you smashed it into pieces. That was a nice punch. Do you study karate? Now that I think about it, though, that might be a bit too easy. Why don't we tweak it so that it punches so that it needs 3 punches before it breaks? First, we need to count how many, so we need a counter node on. Put our boy here. Open its settings. Starting value of 3. Set the mode to range. Set the counting time to change from 0. Now every time you hit a crate, the counter will decrease by 1. It'll count down from 3 to 0. Let's close the settings. Flunk, you give the crate a good smack, but it remains intact. You reckon another 2 punches should do it. I will count down from 3 to 0. I have perfected the art of subtraction. But I must remind you to send a signal to my counterport. Alright, so we need to erase that connection there. Connect the AND's output port to the counter's count down port. And now we know that. The next step will be sure to... And now we need a comparison. Put them there. And only a constant node on for here. So we need to call up a constant node on and put it inside the blue frame. Okay. Open up... could you open the constant node on settings? Yes, I will. So set the output to 0. Close settings. Connect the counter node on to the comparison node ons input 1 port. And now connect the constant nodon to the comparison nodon's input 2 port. Lastly, connect the comparison nodon's output port to the destroy object nodon's port. This is the one. Your fist connects with the crate, splintering it into so many fragments. Hey, has the counter reached 0? You gotta tell me. So now it looks like we should be able to break the crate with 3 punches. Time for a stress test. Press Y to punch the crate 3 times. Press it, nice form. The crate now breaks after you punch it 3 times. That just about wraps up for our crate breaking clinic. But we're still lacking a little something. It still doesn't really feel like it put up much of resistance. We need to make it react somehow when it gets punched to make you think that it serves some special purpose. Let's head back to the programming screen. Let's start off by adding a sound effect that plays when the crate is punched. To play a sound effect, we'll need a play sound nodon. Call one up and put it inside the blue frame. Open up its settings. Under collision, select medium sound. Now close the settings. Go ahead and connect the AND port to the play port. So you need a reaction for the crate getting punched? How about a nice kablam or maybe a badoom? Or are you more of a curse smash person? Well, let's go in here what that sounds like. Use Y to break the crate. Oh, that's a nice sound. Solid sound. Love it. Now it finally feels like your fist is hitting something. But why stop there? Here. We should do something about the way it looks too. We have a puff of smoke come out of the crate when it's hit. Looks like you'll knock the dust out of it. So we need a smoke effect in the blue frame. Open up its settings. Set the effect location to world. Disable visible. Now close setting. Hey, you bud! What a pleasant surprise. You know how they say there's no smoke without fire? Well, you might have to reevaluate that logic. That is kind of strange, isn't it? Oh well, let's connect the effect nodon to the fancy object nodon. And the AND nodon, the effect nodon as well. Now, when you punch the crate, you should see a puff of smoke or dust. Let's check that out. Use Y to break the crate. Look at that. When you hit it, there was a little puff of smoke or dust. Now this crate feels relevant to the puzzle for sure. Okay, that's it. That's it for the crate breaking mechanic. And I mean, this time. It's time to go back. Okay. Say goodbye to step 4 because we're done here. Yippee! Yippity-dee! Well done. Have you been working out? Such wanton destruction. I love it. You have made significant progress. In this step, we worked on getting the crate to break after 3 punches. Next time, we'll be making a secret code that's going to be hidden behind the crate. With great travail, you at last shatter the crate, only to reveal an enigmatic code. This mystery is far from over. To be continued. See you in the next step. breaking something in 3 punches. Okay. And we'll do that and step 5 in the next video. So I hope to see you all in the next video where we head to step 5. See you all there. Bye, guys.